My name is Mike Welker, Coordinator of E-Learning and Innovation and Instructional Designer here at NC State College. And this brief tutorial video will walk you through how to do the basics of firing up and presenting content in the specific classroom. The good news is this is one of the more advanced classrooms we have, where we have a variety of presentation equipment to allow you to present whole lots of different kinds of multimedia to your students. A very unique setup, being one of our only full lecture halls here. So as you walk up, you've got your instructor podium here, but a lot of your controls are going to be behind these panels here. So if these doors are all closed, you'll need to open up your left-hand side. So we've got our switcher here to go between our different sources, which we'll look at in a minute. Then we've got our document camera here, and then we've got our instructor monitor. And then inside here, we've got our instructor PC. So we'll go through how to put all these things together and to operate it, but as far as what's where, that's where to find all these parts and pieces. And for almost all these guys, in the top left corner of the PC, you'll see there's a button there, and that's our power button. And if we press that, you can tell it's on by it being lighted. On these particular models of instructor podiums, to get things fired up, look for the circle with the line through it, the power symbol and or the projector logo. If I just click on that, that should make the whole panel blink in blue, and then that will begin to fire up the projector for me. Now on these, whichever one has the brighter light, in this case it happens to be the DVD, that's the active signal that I'm sending up to the projector. So if I want to change from the DVD player to the instructor PC, I would tap the button related to the PC. So each source has a different button, either below or above it. Document camera, PC, DVD, portable PC, so on. And again, whichever is the brightest blue signal, that's the active signal that I'm sending up to the projector and be shown to the students. So once I'm done with everything, and I can switch around any point during the class session, but at the end of class, once I'm all done, I just hold down that power button again until it blinks, and then I let go, and then I can shut down the instructor PC and take my materials, and I'm good to go. Now for the laptop option, if I want to bring in my own laptop, I'll need to look for somewhere in the podium there'll be connectors, either these 3-row connectors, what we call the so-called VGA, or a newer connector, HDMI, as well as, if I'm doing audio, some sort of audio plug there as well. And I'll need to plug those into my laptop and get that fired up and send its video out. Then I can select the laptop source as being the source I want to go to the projector. Then what I'll need to do is open up my doors in my instructor podium and look for the DVD player. Usually we will go with Sony or Panasonic if you're looking for a name, but it should say something about DVD on it. In this case, it's a Panasonic one. So to open that up, to put my DVD in, I'd hit the open close, and it'll think about it, and then it will open up a drawer. I can put my DVD in and say open and close and go to town. Now in 107 Health Science, to operate the document camera, the power on, power off is in a pretty unique location in that it's on the back of the unit. So to power up the unit, I just flip from the off position to the on, and then that gives the unit power. When I'm going to be all done at the end of things, I'll just reverse that and flip that back to the off position. Then once I have this document camera powered on, my next trick then is, if it's folded up like this, is I need to open up everything. So I've got 2 light bar arms that I can swing. They move pretty easy there. Just swing out to one side or the other. Then I've got the main unit here, which has the important part, the actual camera, which is in here, that looks down on this stage. That's what's going to be connected to my projector to blow up my models, 3D artifacts, or papers, or what have you. And then on the front right corner of this, I've got controls to either turn on or off select of the arm lights that are on there. And then I've got my zoom in and zoom out. Tele means zoom in. I just hold on that till zoom in as far as I want, and then wide means zoom out. And then if things get a little blurry, I've got a magic autofocus button that I hit that will refocus everything. One other item to look for is this little black Kensington remote. If I'm doing some sort of slide deck presentation, remote connection to the instructor PC, so I can advance a slide or go back a slide or hide or use a laser pointer. That's the bare bone basics of getting into this beast, firing everything up. You use a quick tour of some of the possibilities that are here and then shutting it down. Word of a caution on this, don't feel intimidated by all this, and likewise don't feel like you have to use all these woozles just to use them. Make sure when you're always using instructional technology, it's situated in a context of best practice. If you'd like to talk more about those or how to have effective use of your multimedia, you can get a hold of us at elearning@ncstatecollege.edu, 419-755-4706. Be happy to work with you in whatever questions or topics you want to work with. Other than that, have a great class.